Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby, along with co-host James Mason. Good morning, James. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Todd. I'm all right. How are you?
I am well. You have any big plans today? Anything you got on the calendar?
Yeah. To sit here and obsessively watch POAI today. We had that conference call today at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been pushing the link around. I mean, it's in our Facebook groups. It's in Discord. It's on the TTBB Twitter page. I mean, if you're able to listen in to this conference call, do it. Like, especially so many of you who just keep asking questions. And I'm not saying it's like in a condescending way, but so many of y'all who keeps asking questions, and then like when your questions are answered, I don't know if it's you don't see the responses or what, but now's your chance to hear it from the horse's mouth. I mean,
yeah, we get a lot of our questions answered listening to the same conference call. I mean, sometimes the questions that we get asked, we don't know. The answers we don't know. So we're looking forward to this conference call for the exact same reason.
Yeah. So, man, I hope that they come out with something tremendous today. But honestly, I don't expect it. Not really sure what to think about it.
Well, for me, we talked about this in our pre-talk. Yesterday, over 17 million shares, largest volume trading day in a while. It's bigger than the day it dropped here last week. So the question is, who's buying? I mean, it doesn't look like retail buying. It looks like someone else is buying, and no coincidence. The day before, there was a large push, large blocks going through, and it runs 20 cents. I mean,
I'll show you the chart. You can keep talking.
All right, I was going to say it's made almost 100% move. So we always say watch for volume before price increase or catalyst, because people know and people talk.
Yeah. So, all right, here is predictive yesterday POAI on the 5-minute chart. And man, like that was some significant volume. I mean, hell, right here we had 500,000 shares traded, and right here, this next candle, we had 1.8 million shares traded. This right here, I can go ahead and tell y'all right now, guys, this was somebody getting squeezed out, but at least they were. I mean, I kind of hate to say this, but it is what it is. But at least they were somewhat smart enough to cover for their own sake right here and just have this little squeeze, then to keep trying to hold on and fight it. Now, I'm saying that only from just breaking down someone's trade who I don't even know. More likely, this was an institution with how many shares were here. It's to be expected. It's the name of the game. I mean, you can make money in both directions. Obviously, down has been the only damn direction in this motherfucker. If I'm just going to be real with y'all. I mean, sorry for the profanity, but I mean, that's just me. So anyways, I mean, this was a little squeeze right here, which was good for us. It did give us a little bit more momentum. It got somebody out of there who was shorting it like crazy. And I mean, that's beautiful. But Todd, like we talked about last night, how like, man, when we was watching it yesterday and it was going up, and just you start to feel that euphoria of, man, yes, feels like I'm winning. And then we just like kind of laughing like, man, we've been so damn conditioned that, we've been so conditioned with just how brutal this has been lately that reducing your loss feels like a win. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, it's is it called the Stockholm syndrome?
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. I looked at it and I missed the run to 47. But when I looked at the end of the day, I saw I was up 9-10 cents. I got excited, but realized I'm still 80-90 cents.
I know. My average is still 112. It's actually higher because that time I got stopped out. I had a different average then, so my average is skewed right now. But currently on paper it says 112. It's more like 120.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna answer this question. How likely is a reverse split, in my opinion? So at this moment, it's not likely. Like at this very moment, right now, May 24th. Just because, I mean, we do have a significant amount of time left. And I know people just like, oh, it went down too low. There's no way you can get it back up to $1 within, 5 more months or whatever it may be.
That's just, actually it could be the $4 by Friday.
It could be to $4 in damn 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like I'm not guys, like I'm not saying that like give y'all phone. I'm just talking hypotheticals. We're talking not necessarily about predictive, but any stock. Like if we're just gonna be honest here, like any stock, if they release a catalyst and the perfect storm comes along, the dynamics change. So for people, all the people who go around saying reverse split, they just don't truly understand how reverse splits work. And I mean, they could get an extension if it was closing in on that 180-day mark, but me as a trader, I could never bank on a company getting an extension because most of the time, well, not most of the time, about half the time they don't get an extension. Most of those companies don't deserve an extension, to be honest. So to be fair, at this moment, no, not a reverse split. We would at least have a couple more months of it being under $1. Now, as quickly as this thing dropped from $1, like we just said, like it could go up just as quick. And that's just the stock market, especially when you're dealing with these small caps. That's why they're so volatile.
The biggest challenge would be running it during regular hours would be the halt bands.
Yes.
So we would probably experience multiple halts and gap ups on a run up if it all happened in one day.
Which honestly, like with how it is right now, if they was to release like any kind of significant news before this conference call, which I 100% don't expect them to, they would have released it by now. And I'm not going to bank on them doing it intraday, which would be clever. It would be so damn clever. It catch everybody off guard, and you talking about something squeezing, the FOMO, and then the squeeze of all the shares that are short still. Man, like it would honestly, it'd be. Well, I can't say it'd be everything that I would want, but like the opportunity would be there to give me everything that I wanted. But I'm not banking on that. Not at all. We do need to approach this conference call being level-headed and having realistic expectations. And my realistic expectations are going to be not expecting them to come out with something significant that's going to just make this thing rocket up. At least, like, what I mean is like right now, like immediately. Who knows? I'll update y'all on my thoughts after the conference call, after I process it mentally, and then we'll just let's take it from there. But boy, I am tired of being in this damn stock. Like, one, for just being in it for so long, especially the timelines, we were basically given. I mean, it's just taking way too long for them to get their show on the road. It's aggravating. But man, how brutal it's been lately. It's been tough. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to see what happens. I mean, that's all we can do. I'm not honestly. I'm not gonna have any plans until I hear what all they say, and then I'll just have to reanalyze everything.
Yeah, it's important to hear. Sarah asked the question, why haven't you averaged down? I've added positions, and I've dropped my average almost 20 cents. So
why haven't I averaged down? Because man, I don't have enough money to honestly significantly impact my average without depleting the rest of my money that I need to keep trading and live off of. You guys have to think like trading is my only source of income. And I know people are going to be like, oh, well, he pays himself from TTBB, the subscriptions. No, we don't, guys. We reinvest all that money. We have some expensive ass data sets for real. We're building StockCast, a social network. Shit ain't cheap, guys. Like, shit ain't cheap for real. I mean, put it this way, without giving out numbers, what we pay a month in data fees is probably, for some people, it's going to be their entire annual salary. That's how much data costs. So yeah, could we pay ourselves? Yes, but we would choke down development. We didn't take any investors' money. That's not what we wanted to do. It's not how we wanted to approach building our company and whatnot. And really, our choice was to just reinvest our revenue, our profits, and just to keep flipping it, growing it, and then we'll get our payday in the long run. That's the plan, at least. So yeah, like day trading or just trading in general, that's my only source of revenue. Like, my wife's a stay-at-home mom, so I couldn't put myself in a position to just keep like throwing all of my money at it. I mean, I got a shit ton of shares, but it'd be so significant for me to actually average down in it that shit. Like, I don't even know if I've to get it down to like the 30s. I don't know if I'd have. Let me think. No, I don't have the net worth to get it down and average down into the 30s.
Yeah, so, I mean, it'd be tough. Luke asked the question, what question would you be asking if they call on you? I'd be looking, I want to know when they're going to start monetizing a revenue stream, because that'll start to reflect in a share price. But really, I'm not prepared to ask a question until I want to hear what they say first. I'm hoping to address some of the basic questions. I don't have a really secret question like to trick them up. I just really want them to address timelines and what they're working on, and give us some hints at a couple of projects that are coming down the pipeline.
And like, no bullshit with it either. Like, if you guys don't know, then don't tell us, hey, soon, guys, or hey, by the end of this quarter. Like, stop with that shit. Like, they told that to so many investors. It's caused a lot of harm and created just so many more issues on top of it. Let's see. Like, I'll be honest, like, don't get me wrong, since day one, I always felt strong about what they're doing and their research and what they have going on. And I still do. More so now than in the very beginning. But had I known in the very beginning, after talking to both Bob and Mel, when I asked them, certain questions off the top of my head, like, I remember them saying, I asked them, I said, okay, so what are you guys going to do if it gets back below $1 again? And Mel, it was straight up Mel, he laughed and he said, oh, we ain't worried about that. He said, we have things in place that we could do to get it right back above $1, on and on about that shit. And then I asked him, I said, okay, people are concerned about a reverse split, and he's like, "Oh, we ain't worried about that, because we'd have 180 days to meet compliance, and then we get another 180-day extension off top of it, so we could essentially have up to a year." And I said something on lines of basically like, "Oh, well, you can't like bank on a year." But then he's like, "Yeah, we ain't worried about that though. We have contracts on the table." And that's another thing. That's like one of those questions like, y'all been saying for over a year you have contracts on the table. Whose table? I mean, it's just like that's the shit that I want to know. And like, if they don't have anything, just stop bullshitting us. Because honestly, I feel like we, in a sense, kind of were bullshitted in the beginning, especially with timelines for sure. But had they not said that or told us the truth or whatever, I wouldn't have been in it this long. Like, we would have been out this bitch last year, like June.
What we don't know, James, is that they very well may have had a deal or something close.
True.
And something unraveled. And of course, they would not come out and say, "Oh, this deal fell through," because that would hurt.
Well, I don't think they'd legally be allowed to say.
Yeah.
Because that would have to bring in information from a third party and releasing it as well.
Correct.
So, I mean, all that stuff is probably controlled by NDAs and whatnot. And I get, like, they have to be tight-lipped. But are they really being tight-lipped, Or
are they just using the tight-lipped scenario?
True. Very true.
We're about 10 minutes from the market. I'm looking forward to it. I want to hear what they say. I'm glad they're holding this conference. I hope they don't fumble the ball today.
Yes. Like, long-term, which it's already long-term for me. But long-term, I do really feel like if they could just organize their management of all this shit, I do believe that they'll be the Amazon of bio. Like I've always said, the Amazon of biotech. If everything that they said was 100% correct, and if they can just get their shit organized, I do believe that's how they'll be one day. I was hoping that'd already be here and come and gone, and we'd be thinking about predictive oncology as a memory. But we will see. Today, this is their chance today to honestly unfuck themselves. And that's the honest way for me to put it. This is their chance to do it. And the ball's in their court. And it's not that we as investors need to do anything for shareholders and whatnot. They need to give us some damn results. And that's the truth. They can't be telling us that, we're going to keep kicking this can down the road and whatnot, to just hold on. Shit. We've been holding on. It feels like trying to get damn $20 back from that person you let borrow, and they keep ducking and dodging your ass. Like, oh shit, man, I had this come up and that come up, or they won't answer the damn phone. Like, no, you owe me. All right. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have on my mind today is just predictive oncology. I'm going to be on that thing like white on rice. So let's see. Todd, do you have anything else?
No, my mind is singularly focused on the same thing. So sorry if we're not giving you a lot of other stuff today, but this is obviously something we've called for, something we've asked from them, and they're giving it to us. So looking forward to hearing what words they share with us. We appreciate everyone listening in today.
All right, everybody. So again, I posted those links for you to register, which how these conference calls work. You don't get a username and password. They basically collect emails, and this is standard. Like every company, if you want to jump into Apple shit, you jump into Apple. If there's a question that pops up, like what company you're there for on behalf, just write Transparent Traders. If you get the mic, don't say nothing stupid. Just say it.
Don't F it up.
Yeah. So All right, everybody. Man, let's see what happens today. So, Todd, that is all I have for today. Do you have anything else?
No, we'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully, we'll have a good
Right.
story about today.
I hope so. All right, everybody. Take care, and we will catch y'all in the next one.